Hello, beautiful people. It is your favorite real estate broker in the whole entire world, Mr. Stephen Harris, and things are a-changing and they're changing quickly. Is it time to panic? I don't know. It depends on what side of the transaction you're on. Let's hop into the data. All right. So, if you have been paying any kind of attention to the real estate market, you know that we're seeing some rapid changes, mostly based on those interest rates going up. And so there is more inventory coming onto the market. There is less demand. All right. And so in the Killeen market in particular, we're one of the more affordable markets. So it kind of hit us late. And a lot of people were wondering, will it hit us? A lot of people were panic selling and just, wanting to catch it before everything got out of hand. And that's what we're seeing right now. I want to just share my screen really quick so we can just dive into the information. So this is kind of where I like to start right here. And we're still in a strong seller's market in Killeen. So the median list price is 270 and the market action index is hovering around 87. And so last month this time that was at 95. And you can see that's that little gray line right there. So you can see there's a little bit of cooling going on, but we're still pretty revved up. Like if we were going 95 miles per hour, we were wilding for one. But if we were going 95 miles per hour last month, we've slowed it down to 87, but that's still pretty fast. Unless you're on the toll road where everybody goes 150. Let's check out how that median price has been going. Let's go real quick. You see the median list price and it's still raising. Like if you were in Killeen back in the day, the median price was around 175. So it's still way higher than it was. So if you are thinking about selling, like you still have a good amount of equity in your house, but if you watch this little line here, this is like the 7-day average and it's a little more real time, then you're going to want to list your property a little bit lower. And that's what we're seeing is people listing. A lot of more people are listing and they're trying to beat the market before it kind of tanks. And I don't know if it will or will not, but they're listing at a lower price. But the 90-day average is still kind of rolling up there. So that's what you saw when a lot of people like myself were saying prices will still rise, but they will slow. And so still creeping up, but as you can see, it's choppy. It's choppy on the 7-day. So week by week, we're kind of learning what this market is and what it's going to do. And what I've been telling my sellers is we can't even use data from 30 to 60 days ago when it comes to pricing your home. Like we have to call the other houses on the market right now, see who's getting what kind of action, and then we price accordingly. The trend that I've been seeing, anything below, if you go down here to this bottom market segment, look at these days on market. Anything below the 250, 300 mark, it is still moving quickly. We're still in a seller's market. You're still going to get multiple offers. You're probably only going to get 2 or 3 instead of the 13 or 14 that you were getting. My most recent listing, I listed at 208. It was a 2020 build, a little bit below market value because I wanted to get some feet in the door. And we got a lot of feet in the door. We got 16 total offers. Okay. So we still went above the asking price. We still got a really, really good rate. They only had the house for 2 years. So great ROI for them. And I think they timed it perfectly based on, the price point that they were at. But if you're in Killeen and your house is above the 300 mark, look at that days on market, that's about 14. So that means that the slowest selling houses are sitting for a couple of weeks. It'll still sell, but it might sit for a couple of weeks. I think my advice there is just don't panic if you see that happening. So, let it sit and the market will kind of weed itself out. Now for the 400 mark, then 28 days on market. I know that is a really, really big change from a while ago whenever it didn't matter what your house was priced at, it would sell in the first 3 days. Okay, so things are slowing. As you can see, that median list price is going down. It looks like the median list price on new listings is kind of going down slowly, but not too crazy. Again, people are pricing according to the shifts in the market. Price per square foot is still on the uptick because it was low. Average days on market, we see that kind of flattening out a little bit. It's kind of going down then up, but I think we've kind of found our base here. Average days on market in the 27, 28 days. Median days right around 14. We had a really big jump right there, but it doubled from 7 to 14. But for the most part, you can see that 14 days, but still the best properties will sell the quickest. More and more price decreases happening. So the way to stop a price decrease is to price it competitively the first time. Way less price increases. Look at that. 2%. That thing is down like crazy from 5% just a month or so ago, 8%, even more than that. So relists, 2%, that's pretty good. And look at, this is the other thing, inventory. Inventory is up. It's on a steady incline. We haven't seen the floor yet. And that is those people that are trying to time the market and sell before things change too drastically. So Killeen still in a very strong seller's market. If you're at a price point of about 300 and below, my advice is do not look at what your neighbor sold their house for. Get with a real estate professional, see what's on the market right now, and then price accordingly. Okay. So good luck to all you guys out there. Don't panic. We're not in a crash, but things are correcting. Prices are flattening a little bit. So just be mindful, keep your eyes on the data, and I will continue to bring you the latest and greatest information. I hope you got some value for this. If you did get some sort of value from this thing, please leave a comment below. And YouTube likes it when I tell you to like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'll also leave my calendar link below. So if you want to book a session and just talk about your property's equity and what you might want to list at, I'm more than happy to talk to you about that. All right. See you guys on the flip side. Peace.